Have you ever thought about how cool the Doppler effect is? Doppler effect is really interesting, is it not? Hello everybody, this is That Manga Dude, and welcome to another pickups video. Today, we're talking about all of the amazing manga that I picked up and received in the month of August 2025. Yeah, so it was a slower month for me in terms of picking out manga. There wasn't a lot that was coming out that I was super excited for per se, but I did still pick up quite a few just volumes in general, and was also provided a lot of volumes as well. So I'm really excited to get into this one. As always, thank you so much. Let's get started right now. Okay, so this usually starts at the beginning of my pickups videos with manga from publishers that are no longer around or I didn't get a lot from. But actually, a lot of the publishers that I didn't get a lot from this time around are usually my some of my bigger publishers. So it's going to be kind of interesting to go through them. So first up, from Tokyo Pop, I picked up the first volume of You Can't Live All on Your Own from Mizoko Tsuno. So yeah, I read this for the FVI, so if you want my full opinions on it, yeah, you can go watch that video. And if you want my TLDR, you can go check out the reading log. But I'm just going to tell you the quick synopsis of this series. It basically follows the story about these four women here, who all live with one another and are all in different tracks of their lives, but also are struggling with a variety of different things. So it's kind of about them living together and sharing sharing a space for each other while also trying to work on their own lives. So it's an interesting premise, and I will just say quickly that I did really enjoy it. And yeah, you'll look forward to my reading log if you want my full opinions. Alright, up next, I decided to pick up the first volume of the second part of Magic Knight Rayearth. So this is technically, I guess you could say, volume 4 of Magic Knight Rayearth. It brings back the crew from Magic Knight Rayearth and basically leads off after what happens at the end of volume 3, which was some wild stuff, to say the least. But really excited to get back into the series. I loved Magic Knight Rayearth when I read it earlier, I believe earlier this year or last year. It was a great time, and yeah, happy to have this volume officially now. Coming in from Square Enix, I picked up the fourth volume of the Apothecary Diaries from Natsuhi Hyuga, Neko Kurage, Itsuki Nano, and I think it says Touko Shino. I actually bought this because my wife has been really addicted to reading this, so I picked it up for her so that she can get a chance to read it. So I have not personally read Apothecary Diaries in quite a bit of time, but I did enjoy it when I did read it back last year, so I'm probably going to be reading this at some point soon, but yeah, this is a really fun series. A lot of people love it. Follows a story about Mao Mao, who is an apothecary, as the name suggests, and she has been kidnapped in order to become kind of like the poison taster for the royal court. So it's about her life throughout all this. It's quite interesting. I don't know. I think it's a really cool, just interesting historical political thriller slash comedy slash slice of life. I don't know. It's got a lot of elements within it that are really fun, and yeah, I'm excited to get back into it. Alright, up next, decided to pick up the fourth volume of Dragon and Chameleon from Ryo Ishiyama. This is a series that I have been really enjoying recently, but it follows a story about this mangaka who basically has the One Piece of his series, of his world, creating one of the biggest series of all time, blah blah blah, has multiple anime iterations, and things like that. And basically, as he's at the height of his popularity, he falls down the stairs in an accident and switches bodies with this kind of disliked assistant, who is really good at copying other people's styles, which is why he's known as the Chameleon. So after they switch bodies, this guy now becomes obviously this kind of lower life, whatever you call it, but he is now inspired to basically restart and to redo his career and try to push himself further than he did with his original series, which is going to be really hard since he basically has made the One Piece of the series. So really great series. I've been really enjoying it, and I'm super happy to have the fourth volume. Alright, up next, I finally got the final volume of The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses. This is volume 12 from Koimi Fujichika. A really adorable series following these two characters here. This guy is down bad for this girl here who just consistently forgets her glasses. So she has to get up close to people in order to be able to see anything or to see them. And he's had a massive crush on her, so it's kind of about them kind of like figuring out themselves, becoming friends, and becoming closer as the series, as you would suggest with this series. So really happy to have picked up the 12th volume because I have really enjoyed this series, and yeah, I'm excited to get into this one as soon as possible. Alright, up next from Del Rey. Yes, Del Rey, the publisher that is Gonzo. I've got 2 volumes of School Rumble. This is volumes 10 and 11 from Jin Kobayashi. This absolutely hilarious I don't even know. It's just basically just a school comedy. It's hilarious. It's just really funny. But basically, it follows a story about this guy who's kind of like a delinquent and is really, really mad in love with this girl. And yeah, it's kind of about just their school lives and stuff. It's very silly. It's over the top. It's ridiculous. And I'm happy to have found 2 more volumes. Alright, up next, this is a new series that I had not, I have heard online is really, really hard to find, and you know what, they're probably right. But I got really lucky, and I found the first 3 volumes of Peachy Peachy Pitch Mermaid Melody from Pink Hanamori and Michiko Yokote. I don't know anything about this series, but I do love the art. I think the art looks really great, and I'm excited to check it out and see what all the hubbub is about. Okay, up next, this is from Yen Press. So, I'm going to split up Yen Press into the manga that I personally picked up versus the manga that was provided to me, and I will make that distinction when we get there. So, for first volume that I did pick up, Mechanical Marie from Akimoto. I talked about this in the FBI, but another one that I did enjoy follows the story about this girl here, who's a robot, except for she's not. But she has to pretend to be in order to continue to be the maid, basically, for this guy, who absolutely hates humans and absolutely hates liars. So it's a ridiculous, silly comedy, kind of like with a romantic elements as well. So it's kind of a rom-com, but yeah, very silly, and yeah, definitely go check out my FEI if you want my full opinions. Alright, up next, Touring After the Apocalypse, Volume 6 from Sakai Saito. This is a series that I also really enjoy. It follows a story about these 2 girls who are kind of out and about exploring Japan after the apocalypse. What the apocalypse was, they don't really say. They're kind of hinting at it throughout the past couple of volumes. So I'm excited to check out Volume 6. And as well, I picked up Farewell, Daisy from Jun Miyazuki, short story collection. This is, Jun Miyazuki is a absolutely famous manga, currently releasing one of my favorite series, Kowloon Generic Romance, which I have absolutely loved, as well as After the Rain, which is a series that I need to finish, but I was enjoying when I was reading it. So this is about like their short story collection from 2007 to 2017, and another one that I read for the FBI, and overall I enjoyed it, but please note that parental advisory warning, it is quite explicit, so just keep that in mind before you decide to pick this up. Ooh, excuse me. The last but not least, for the Yen Press things that I picked up personally, Helena and Mr. Big Bad Wolf Volume 2 from Bliss. I picked this up actually because I received the first volume a while back from Yen Press for free, and I absolutely loved it. It follows a story about Helena here, who is an orphan who loves drawing and enjoying picture books, and loves the writings of Mr. Big Bad Wolf, who is an author of like these kind of darker children's, think like grim fairy tales basically, and then lo and behold she gets the lucky chance to meet him, and it changes both of their lives for the better. So it's a really, really great plot, wonderful story, lovely characters, beautiful just art in general, really great stuff across the board, and yeah, happy to have the final volume, and I'm excited to get into it. And now for the Yen Press volumes that were provided to me for free. So first up, we have The Demons Are Planning Something Good from Takuji Kato and Gashi Gashi. We have ourselves Hollow Regalia from Matsuki Ugatsu, Gakuto Mikumo, and Miyu. We have ourselves Killed Again, Mr. Detective from Inaba, Woha, and Richu. Super String, Marco Polo's Travel to the Multiverse from Inwanyon and Boichi. Kunon, the Sorcerer Can See from Lana, Umekaze Minamino and Laruha. And last but not least, Futari Switch from Akira Hiramoto. So thank you very much to Yen Press for all of those volumes. I'm very happy to have received them, and I will be talking about them in the reading log up next. Okay, coming into our final section, we have ourselves the Viz Media section. Yeah, so I typically get a lot of Viz Media volumes just in general, so I'm going to be talking about them now. So up first, from the Shoujo Beat line, we have ourselves A Star Brighter Than the Sun, Volume 2 from Kazune Kawahara. This is the manga behind the absolutely wonderful series High School Debut, and it follows a story about this girl here, who's kind of like the tall, athletic girl, even though she's really not that tall, but I guess for Japanese standards, she is tall. And it's about her, and she's like kind of like in love with her friend from school, specifically because they're childhood friends, and now they've kind of grown slightly apart, but she's always kind of really been in love with him, and low-key, he's also been in love with her too. So it's kind of about them and navigating their relationship as friends, and yeah, and kind of becoming better and closer as you move throughout the story. It's a very classic Kazune Kawahara story, and I love the first volume, so I'm excited to have the second one now. Alright, up next, Girl Crush, Volume 2 from Midori Tayama. I loved this first volume of the series. It is absolutely amazing. First volume basically follows, or the first volume follows a story about this girl who is kind of like, had like a really hard time in junior high, or like in elementary school, because her family, there's a lot of familial issues and problems that she was dealing with, but after she meets this guy, she ends up trying to become the best she can be, kind of also becoming a little bit cocky, and just kind of a little bit kind of meaner in a way, thinking that she's like basically perfect, and really just wants to basically gain the the support of the guy she's always really liked and helped her to bring her to who she is now, and then ends up meeting this girl, the girl on the front here. And they end up pursuing kind of like K-pop and dancing together, and into the first volume, that's kind of what they do. They're aiming to become K-pop idols. She's super excited to try it out. The main character is not so much, but after basically getting her butt beat and kind of realizing she's like a fish out of water, she's trying to push herself further now and kind of has her own goals and motivations coming into Volume 2. So I'm excited to have the second volume, and I'm really excited to check it out. Alright, up next, Beyblade X, Volume 3 from Homura Kawamoto, Hikaru Muno, and Posaka Demizu. Love this series. It's basically just all about Beyblade, and if you love Beyblade, it's awesome. If you don't love Beyblade, it's still awesome. I'm really happy to have picked up this like series. It's a lot of fun, and I am excited to pick and read this third volume. Up next, Akane Banashi Volume 13 from Yuki Suenaga and Takamasa Moe. Super happy to have this volume. I love Akane Banashi. It's one of my favorite shonen series currently releasing. It's absolutely fantastic, and I'm happy to have another volume. And after a long wait, we have ourselves Spy Family Volume 14 from Tatsuya Endo, a series that I really enjoy, though I do wish this was... these volumes were releasing a little bit quicker, but yes, happy to have Volume 14. Can't wait to get into it. And yet another series that I really enjoy, Sakamoto Days Volume 18 from Yuto Suzuki. It looks like we're kind of in the middle of the museum arc, and I'm excited to continue reading it because the museum arc has already been very intense. Up next, Kaiju number 8, Volume 14. This is from Naoya Matsumoto. Really feels like we're getting to the end of the series, so I have a feeling that within the next couple of volumes, I think we're going to finish up. I believe the series is over now, so I'm excited to continue reading this series. Alright, up next, got this early. This is Nue's Exorcist Volume 2 from Kota Kawae. It follows a story about this guy who basically kind of signs a pact with this demon within like the school, and yeah, he's about him like becoming an exorcist and defeating big demons and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty straightforward plot. I very basically enjoyed the first volume. I didn't think it was anything super special, but it was a good time, and I'm excited to check out the second volume. And last but not least, another early volume. This is Blue Box, Volume 17 from Kouji Miura. Super happy to have the next volume of the series. I enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't think it does anything particularly super special, but it is good across the board in terms of its romantic elements, in terms of its sports elements. I really do wish, and I really hope that at some point Kouji Miura does a pure sports manga. So yes, that's going to be it for this pickups video. What did you pick up in the month of August? Let me know in the comments below, or let me know what you picked up and whatever month you are watching this in the comments below. And you know what to do. You can like, you can comment, you can subscribe. Those are all amazing things, and I really appreciate it when you do it. We are on our way to 6,000 subscribers. I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but even if I don't, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. You all are amazing, and I appreciate you. So I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.